Hello, everyone. Today we're going to start talking about the human origins. So let's jump into it. So we're going to talk a little bit about prehistory here. That is the time before writing, and we'll be going into around 3,500 BC. So what are the things that we're going to need to know about? Archaeology, that's the study of the past by examining objects that people have left behind. Anthropology, the study of human development and culture. And artifacts, an object made or used by people in the past. Now, fossils/artifacts. An archaeologist is someone who tries to figure out what life was like in the ancient past by looking at the remains of ancient people, their fossils and their artifacts. An archaeologist must know the difference between an artifact and a fossil. Fossils are remains of living things, plants, animals, people, not of things that were made. Artifacts are the remains of living things, that were made, not the remains of living things. So artifacts are something that need to be made. So, prehistory, how do we know its story? Prehistory is before writing. Archaeologists, they dig up objects and artifacts, and anthropologists use these artifacts to determine how the people lived. So they look at them, and they see if there was a lot of spears, then they probably were hunters. So tools of the trade. The tools are very simple sometimes. They include trowels, brushes, spoons, dental picks, slides, saws, dustpans, and wheelbarrows. And they search in different grids. And the site is very slowly, and the work is carefully done because they don't want to hurt anything. So what is it? The archaeologists, they have a great deal of like a job like a detective. There are some puzzles for you have to solve. So and just thinking about this. So let's look at these kind of things. While planting my garden, I found a 3-foot long bone. Did I find a fossil or an artifact? Let's give you a second here to take a guess. Okay, so if you found a 3-foot long bone, that would be a fossil because it came from a living thing. Maybe while exploring in the woods near your house, you found an old arrowhead. Did you find a fossil or an artifact? In that case, you would have found an artifact because that arrowhead was made. Now, if you would have found an arrowhead made from bone, it's still an artifact because it was made from bone, okay? So 65 million years ago, no matter what you have seen in the movies, early humans did not live during the same period in history as dinosaurs. Dinosaurs died out about 65 million years ago, and the first humans and hominids did not appear until 3 million years ago. So there was never a time where dinosaurs and humans lived together. So not that early humans had it easy, but they did not have to fight dinosaurs. So 3 million years ago, our planet was teeming with life. There were deer, giraffe, hyenas, sheep, goats, horses, elephants, camels, beavers, cave lions, ants, termites, woolly mammoth, saber-toothed tigers, giant sharks, dogs with huge teeth, and all kinds of birds and plants and fish. So the hominids here, okay? Here's a real quick peek of what we're going to be looking at. Hominids were humans and other creatures that walked upright on their 2 feet, okay? So if you're looking at this, there have been more than one kind of species of humans out there. Homo sapiens are what we are, and we're the ones that have lasted to the present day. So let's go ahead and take a short little look at this video.
Millions of years before industry, agriculture, and civilization, the world stage was set for one creature's unprecedented rise. The story of humanity's evolution began about 7 million years ago, when the human lineage broke away from that of chimpanzees. Over time, an ensemble cast of over 20 early human species, or hominins, came to the fore. Most became extinct, while others might have been ancestors to today's humans. Each species exhibited varying degrees of human-like physical and behavioral traits, such as large brains, small teeth, bipedality, and tool use. These hominins fell into three major groups: early hominins, Australopithecines, and Homo genus. Humanity's earliest relatives lived between 7 and 4.4 million years ago in Africa. Having most recently shared a common ancestor with chimpanzees, they had many ape-like traits, such as a small cranial capacity. However, fossils show that some ancient hominins were also beginning to show human-like characteristics, such as small canines that were likely used more for eating and not for hunting or fighting. The next phase of hominin evolution involved primates called Australopithecines. They lived between 4.4 and 1.4 million years ago across the African continent. Like their ancient brethren, Australopithecines had some ape-like traits. However, changes in the skull, spine, and legs indicate a notable shift toward a very human-like trait: consistent bipedal locomotion. The third and current phase of human evolution involves members of the genus Homo. The earliest Homo species likely date to more than 2 million years ago, making them a contemporary of some Australopithecines. But unlike earlier hominins, who exhibited a mosaic of ape and human-like traits, Homo species were becoming distinctly more human. Their cranial capacity was growing larger than any other hominins. They developed sophisticated stone tool technology, and they became the first to control fire. These physical and behavioral adaptations, along with advancements in technology, allowed some Homo species to be the first to migrate out of Africa and explore the rest of the world. While a cast of over 20 hominin species have walked this earth, only one remains. Homo sapiens, shaped by millions of years of evolution, embarked on a journey of exploration and industry its ancestors could have only dreamed.
So very cool. Hopefully you guys got a few insights there from our presentation. I hope that you learned something new about something old, and I hope you have a great day.